What happens when you build a phone designed not for comfort but survival? A phone made for people who work outdoors, travel off-grid, or just need something that can handle anything? And that's exactly what this is. The Hotwav Hyper 8 Ultra. It's a phone built to take punishment and do more than just phone calls. And the first thing you'll notice is the size. This isn't a slim phone. It's large, strong, and heavy, and you definitely feel it in your hand. But there is, of course, a reason for that. All that weight hides a massive 12,000 mAh battery, 125 decibel loudspeaker, a reinforced frame, and even an entire walkie-talkie system built into the body, so every gram here is doing something, and once you use it, that bulk all starts to make sense. Now visually, the design tells its story straight away. We've got reinforced corners, metal accents, textured panels, and a grip that feels ready for work. This isn't pretending to be elegant, it's made to survive drops, dirt, water, all of the outdoor elements, and whether you're on a construction site, hiking through the rain, or camping in the middle of nowhere, the Hyper 8 Ultra looks like it belonged there. Now it certainly does, thanks to the IP68 and IP69K, as well as mil-standard 810H protection, making it drop-proof up to 1.8 meters and waterproof up to 2 meters deep for at least 30 minutes. The display is actually one of the biggest surprises. You get a 6.8-inch 2K class in-cell display with a resolution of 1080 by 2460. It's got a 120Hz refresh rate, 580 nits of peak brightness, and Gorilla Glass 3 protection. It feels smooth and responsive whether you're scrolling, gaming, or just checking maps outdoors. It's bright and punchy and even large enough to use comfortably with gloves, and that's something that makes a real difference when you're working outside. Now we've got the volume rockers and the power buttons over on the right, a custom key on the left that you can map to 3 different shortcuts or apps using single press, double press, and long press. Then we've got the USB-C port on the bottom and an antenna screw on top, both of which are covered by protective flaps. Now the great thing is, if you're not working where you're going to need a walkie-talkie, you just leave the flaps shut and leave the antennas at home. But if you do need a walkie-talkie, instead of having to carry around 2 devices, you just screw in either the UHF or VHF antenna, and it's now a phone and a walkie-talkie at the same time. On the rear, we've got the cameras, and this consists of a 108 megapixel primary camera and a 20 megapixel night vision camera, as well as the 32 megapixel camera on the front, but we'll go into more details in the camera samples shortly. Now below all that, we've also got the camping light, and it's ultra bright at 280 lumens, and it's definitely going to help you find your way around in the dark. Now the phone is powered by a MediaTek 6nm chipset, and it's paired with 12GB of RAM that's also expandable an extra 20GB using storage, and it comes with 512GB of built-in storage, but again, this can also be expanded up to 2TB using a microSD card. Now it's not built as a gaming device really, but it actually performs pretty good for games. I'm not much of a mobile gamer myself, but I tested it with Call of Duty Mobile and Asphalt, and the larger form factor makes it really comfortable to hold while gaming, and then the loud rear speaker also adds a lot more immersion with deeper sound, and then of course we've got the 120Hz refresh rate for smooth gameplay. Now of course you're not going to be able to play all the AAA titles in the full graphic settings, but you can still put them in good settings and it looks and plays great. For those concerned with synthetic benchmarks, I ran it through Geekbench 6 where it scored 910 for single core, then 2360 for multi-core. Then over on 3D Mark's wildlife benchmark, we get a score of 2249 with an average FPS of 13.47. Now the enormous 12,000 mAh battery also means you can literally game for hours on end. Basically, you only have to charge your phone every few days thanks to 3,000 hours of standby time, 100 hours of talk time, and 1,000 hours of music playback. Now if it does ever run out, we've got 55-watt fast charging, and you can even use it as a power bank to charge other devices using a USB-C cable or the Pogo Pin charging station. And one of its signature features is the super loud 125 decibel speaker, and yes, it's exactly what it sounds like, ridiculously loud. If you're on site, on a trail, or just somewhere noisy, you can still hear calls, alerts, or music clearly without needing a headset. It's one of those things you don't think you need until you actually use it, and then you wonder why more phones don't have it. And in the Toolbag app, we've also got a loud warning alarm, which could also be very useful, so we'll just check out the sound samples now. Now another standout feature is of course the built-in walkie-talkie mode. The phone supports both digital and analog communication for long-range contact in areas where mobile coverage might be patchy or completely unavailable. Now, I don't have another walkie-talkie on hand to test it here, but it's one of the defining tools of this phone, especially useful for things like work, field projects, or group adventures, and you just screw on the aerial you need, and it saves you having to carry a walkie-talkie as well as a phone. For photos, of course, it's a rugged phone, so it's not aimed at flagship photography, but that doesn't mean we don't get good photos. And you can see these are all just point-and-click photos taken with the 108 megapixel primary camera. Now, for any photos that you need, whether that be personal or work-related, then it's certainly up for the job. And then for those of you that like to take selfies, we've got the 32 megapixel front-facing camera that's going to deliver the quality you see here. And of course, we've also got the night vision camera for those working in the dark, so here are some photos from the night vision. Now, for videos, we get up to 4K from the primary camera at 17 frames a second, then 1080p from the selfie camera at 25 frames a second, so we'll just check out the video samples now. Now, this is the video from the rear camera. Just going to stop, do a slow pan. Quick pan back. We're just going to jog forward a bit to see what the stabilization is like. But that's the video you're going to get from the primary camera. Now, this is the video from the primary camera, so just walking forward slowly, do a bit of a pan around. Then we'll just jog forward, see what the stabilization is like. But that's the video quality you're going to get from the primary camera. On the software side, Hotwav has integrated their own AI system called Hottie and HT Photo X, and this enhances photos and improves image clarity. Now, Hottie is designed to automatically tune exposure and sharpen detail, so even rugged shots come out clean and well balanced without manual tweaking. Hottie features GPT-5, DeepSeek, text-to-image, and more. And then Photo X has things like object removal in photos, AI retouching in photos, and quick AI photo editing. Now, picture this in real-world use. You're out in the rain, maybe documenting progress on site or hiking with no signal. You'll pull the phone out, it's dripping wet, but it's still running. You hit record or snap a few shots, maybe use the walkie-talkie to check in with your team, and you've still got most of your battery remaining by the time you get home in the evening. Now, that's really the whole point of this phone. Reliability when everything else runs out. Now, as I said, the screen still gives you a premium feel with the high refresh rate, the sound is loud enough to replace a small speaker, and the cameras do hold up to some good use, and of course it's also great for watching media, browsing the web, or even browsing socials. Now, this isn't trying to be the thinnest or lightest, it's built for people who value durability, endurance, and practicality. So if you're the kind of person that needs a phone that can survive outdoors, rough work, or just a day away from the charger, this thing is definitely built for you. It's big, it's tough, and it's unapologetically practical. It's a phone that trades sleekness for strength. Now, of course, I've placed the link down in the description below, so you can go ahead and grab yours now. And hopefully I've covered everything in today's video, but if there's anything I've missed or you've got any questions at all, then just ask them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech.